let's take a look at making a different visual called the bar chart. Okay, so again, under graphics, I'm looking for bar charts. Okay, so here, what have you got? Counts as unique values. That is true. Here in column 6, we've got unique values. What other options? Values from a table, maybe we'll mess around with that. Or a function of a variable. Let's not mess with that too much. So let's start with unique functions, or sorry, yeah, unique values. You can choose what kind of bar graph. We'll start with a simple one, and we'll go to a cluster one as well later. Okay, so here then let's just say, well, I want to do a bar chart of column 6. And if I just press OK, what do I get? Okay, a simple bar chart. It's telling me how high is a representation. Actually, not really all that useful. Let's try again. Maybe this time investigating some of the options available to us, chart options here. Do I want to have increasing y, decreasing y? Do I want to show y as a percentage? You know, what do I want to do here? Okay, fine, that's fine. What about in scale? Do I want to transpose? So instead of having vertical bars, do I want to have horizontal bars? Do I want to put grid lines? Or do I want to label things? Again, those are some nice options. I'm going to go to the Labels tab here. Okay, and I'm going to say, use the Y value labels. And let's just see what happens when I select that. Okay, I think you might be pleasantly surprised. See, a nice thing when I put those labels on there, you can see here, I can see just how many data points are in column 1. There are 46. There are 28. This makes it a little easier than trying to estimate. I'm drawing a line. I can see very clearly it's 28. Okay, so that's kind of nice. Let's try some other options out. Go to the bar chart. Maybe we'll keep that the same this time. What's under data view? Okay, bars, symbols, connect lines, project lines. Okay, some of these options. Multiple graphs. Okay, so here, instead of just having each bar chart by with everybody, maybe we split it up by the gender. Okay, so again, we represent it by gender to see how people are voting. What's going on here? Specify which rows to include, which to exclude, that kind of thing. Again, lots of different options available for you. Let's go under this, and I just want to see what happens if I say show it as a percent. I actually have never tried this before. I'd like to see what happens. Okay, so here we go. This is interesting. So here when the gender is 0 versus when the gender is 1, then here instead of having the frequency, which was 48, I actually get the percentage, 55%, okay, and so forth. So that's what happens when you select percent instead. Okay, so that's neat. Okay. Oops. Let's try yet another way to visualize this. Instead, let's choose the cluster. Okay, fine. So what are the categorical variables here? Let's do both gender as well as political view. Okay, again, I like the idea of having labels, so let's do that. We'll see what we get. Okay, it's not exactly what I anticipated. But again, you can see the split up of gender 0, gender 1. Let me just try it one more time. See if I can get what I anticipated here. Okay, that's fine. Data view, bar symbols, scale, transpose. Oh, let's try doing increasing y this time. We'll see what happens. Okay. Okay, let's just see what happens here. Okay, so again, what did I try this time? I did increasing. Not really sure what that changed exactly, but as you can see, there's a lot of different ways to have this data uh, displayed to you. Okay, why not try one more thing? What about when you've got a bar chart, but this time we've got data from a table. Okay, so here you get some options. You get the cluster, you get the, so here, one column of values or a two-way table. Here in these areas, I've got a two-way table. So let's try the cluster here, see what happens. Okay, so where are the actual graphing variables? It is in column 2 and in column 3. That's where the data actually is. And where are the names? That is in column 1. Okay, the columns of the outermost categories are rows and the innermost, and rows. Columns are outermost categories and rows are innermost. Yes, okay, let's see what we get. Okay, so instead of having a pie chart for this table, we can also have a bar chart. Okay, so that is about the bar chart.